Guys, the new Robos just came out. We found some people playing with them in RTA, so we're going to take a look at that. But first, let's go over the skills on these Robos again before we take a look so we know what we're actually taking a look at. So this one does a defense break. First skill does a big nuke. Second skill, it also has this passive, comes back to life, gives himself immunity against all harmful effects and recovers 25% HP every turn. Then we have this guy. He's Stunny Boy. He's got this decreased attack bar here, and then he has this AoE strip, and then he also has a stun. He can potentially go again, stun again, go again, stun again, hit random other monsters. So we are going to take a look at some people that are trying them out in RTA. We're going to see what we think about them. So this is the one that does the big nuke, comes back from the, not even max level yet, comes back from the dead, and has some HP. So he has no sustain in with this unit. So let's see. He's got the cleanse on it from the Water Art Master, the Hey Gang. Does not get the strip. He's usually built with high resistance though, so that's not really that surprising. Does he actually get the nuke? Does not really do that much damage. Okay, let's see. All they're gonna do is tap him. Okay, so they would have just tapped him, and so he doesn't really do a crazy amount of damage. It looks like it's probably pure damage, because it didn't really look like it was something that scaled, like Ritesh, for example. So, it looks like it's more like a Skogul kind of situation than a Ritesh kind of HP situation. Water Robo round 2. This guy's picking the Water Robo with some HP-based bruisers. Okay, makes sense, makes sense. This is not the same person, different person. Okay, double Paladin's crazy shields. Does he actually get this Water Robo off? The Water Robo is going to do nothing from all these shields, though. The beauty of all of these Paladins. There's really... Yeah, it really did nothing, and then died. Okay, so he's not off to a great start. There was a lot of shields on their side, though. I see what he was going for. There was just a lot of shields on that side. Now on to the Wind Robo. He is the one that does the strips on skill 2. And he's got some strips on... he's got lots of strips. Okay, so he's got strips, and he's got strips, and he's got stuns with the... with strips and stuns with the Wind Robo. So let's see if the Wind Robo can do something fun here. Seal Magic. Okay, on to the Lulu. Gets the stun. Gets another stun. Does not get more of a chain than that. Okay. Does he actually leave the Wind Robo alive to do his thing? Okay, going for the Ciara. Giant's Punch. Gets a stun. Gets another stun. Gets another stun. Gets another stun! AoE stun! AoE stun, guys! AoE stun, that's nice. Okay, so the Wind Robo is looking like he's having a better showing than the Water one is. So far, so good. Right? So far, he's actually had some value. Okay, and then he's got the AoE strip. Does he finish Ciara off? Leave the wind... such a nice... and he goes for the Wind Robo, and now he's like, I don't want to deal with that Wind Robo again. Does he have the... does he have strips? He's got the Power Surge. Serenity. He did not get a Violent proc. Okay. Mega Tsunami. But Diana's going to cut in, and then she's just going to go for the Wind Robo. Is Wind Robo tanky enough to actually survive? Takes damage indeed. Okay. I don't know why that amuses me the way he takes damage. But yeah, it looks like he is down for the count, but at least we got to see some of what he can do, and he had a little bit of a better showing, at least initially, than the Water one did. Time for Water Robo to perhaps redeem himself. I don't know if Water Robo can redeem himself, but let's find out. Let's find out. There is a nice synergy with things that die, things come back from the dead, die again, come back from the dead again, because Vanessa's passive is gonna... just goes for the Water Robo immediately. Vanessa's passive is going to activate when... Well, Water Robo's passive first is going to activate himself, and then after that, Vanessa's passive is going to kick in again. So, let's see how much synergy they have with this, dying and coming back and dying and coming back. Get some glancings, get some defense bricks. Oh, you know what? There's no synergy if Vanessa dies first, though. So, let's see. I don't think that this Water Robo is gonna... I mean, he is similar to Samat if you think about it. He just doesn't have a 33 speed lead. But also, he is not a... Who wins this? Good question. Self-destruct? Does not do that much damage. Does not do that much damage. He had a weak showing again. So you got to think, on a long enough timeline, this Water Robo is going to have to redeem himself and do some fun stuff, right? Either that or everyone's going to be like, yo, Water Robo is not that good. He's like a Skogul, but he kills himself in the Is it? I mean, he's basically just like a Skogul that kills himself in the process. He's like a Skogul that kills himself in the process. That's the best way I can keep describing this, is just that he's a Skogul that kills himself in the process. I don't know that it's that exciting then, at that point. Yeah, and then you just do a little bit of poop damage onto him, and then he's just dead. I don't think that he's as exciting as once initially thought. I think that, yeah, I think that he's a little on the weaker side. He feels a little on the weaker side. Does this, Suiki actually win? That would be kind of cool to see. Increased attack bar, right? Get some immunity on. Suiki might actually handle this. Because Suiki gets, stronger over time, so. Yep. Let's see it, and then boom boom. No boom booms. He didn't have a defense break opportunity. Now we're just seeing Suiki versus Kaki. Good old Suiki versus Kaki. Okay. Did not do enough damage. I feel like a lot of times I just prefer that skill 1 over the skill 2. So I kind of just want to see. Does anyone want to see if Suiki wins? I kind of want to see if Suiki wins. He definitely needs to find an opening, though. He's getting a lot of counters. Oh, man, if he got a defense break there. If he got a defense break there. Okay. We don't need to see Suiki. Look at the stacks on this guy. And he gets revenge us! Okay, GG, Suiki. Back to the Win One now. The Win One is a stun machine. He goes with his giant punch, third skill, keeps punching things, punches more things on top of that. So let's see if he can make some crazy stuff happen. So they did not outspeed with that bastard, with the 33 speed lead. Giant punch gets another giant. That's a cool animation though. Another giant punch, a third giant punch, gets a glancing. Does not actually land the stun, but he comes in with the Oki and increases the cooldowns, and then also increases the cooldown some more. Did that land the Vanessa? I think that may have landed the Vanessa. So let's see. Is he on violence with that guy? With that guy. That's his name. His name is that guy. I'm kind of curious to see how this goes. When is he going to get his giant punch again? That's all I care about. Listen, that's all I care about is his giant punch. I want to see the giant punch. I just want to see big fist. I feel like this is Battletoads. Vanessa, I was going to call her Katarina. Vanessa can still do Vanessa things. So Vanessa is not the same as she once was. Vanessa can, like, where before, if you guys are new to the game or returning or whatever, Vanessa used to be where she just, well, Vanessa first was a unit that had a revived skill, then it turned into a passive. Now it is a passive, but she can also use it when she gets a turn. So, giant punch, gets a stun, giant punch, gets a stun, giant punch, gets a stun, procs the passive. Yo, this Wind One, already we were underrating him because he seems like he's doing pretty good so far. So it seems like the Wind One is definitely better than the Water One, which is not, honestly, on paper, is not what that's not what I was expecting. I was like, oh, the Wind One does stuns. Okay, well, the Water One does big nuke damage. Not quite the case. The Water One does, really, the Skogul AoE and kills himself in the process. And then the Wind One just stuns the entire team. It's like basically an AoE stun skill 3, AoE strip skill 2. This one's going to have to be the Water Robo Redemption. So bans out the Ciara, bans out. What did they ban out on the other side? I wasn't. I was too busy looking at you. I wasn't busy looking at the game like I was supposed to be doing. Okay, does he actually get? He gets glanced on the Water Robo's got such a wacky skill. So gets the Dark Recovery, gets a heal. Okay, Serious matter. He's not going to be able to do anything. He's going to self-destruct for no damage and then just fall over. This is not a good... Okay, is it just my imagination or is this not a good unit? It feels like not a good unit. End of the video. Final verdict for at least the first impressions on this unit. Seeing him in actual gameplay, he seems very lackluster. Why would you take the robo instead of anything? Like, he kills himself in the process and doesn't really do damage and then comes back and, like, what? Maybe I'm just not seeing it. Am I just not seeing it, or is he just... He seems very... I mean, maybe there's some crazy combination that we're just not seeing just quite yet. I mean, the unit did just come out, but Robo R40, I gotta say, I'm not too impressed with you. I thought I would be a little bit more impressed with you. However, Robo G92, this one does seem pretty good. I'm really enjoying this giant Battletoads giant punch. Loving that skill. I think he's actually cooler than I gave him credit for. He's got the AoE strip, and then he's got the giant punch. Big stun, and then stun again, and then stun again, and then stun again on all these multi-hits. So anyway, that's it for this one. Just a nice little first impressions. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Was I too harsh on the water robo? Is he a good unit? You guys really gonna say he's a good unit? Bagel, you just don't know how to use him. I wasn't even using it. We were just taking a look at other people using him. But anyway, that's it for this one. Let me know what you guys think. First impressions, again, the unit just came out a couple hours ago. So that's it for this one. See you as always in the next one.